is with Hunter Mage Pally for Vortex and Mage Druid Warrior for Powder. So there you have it.
I remember none of that.
I don't even know what I said.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
They brought classes and stuff. Some of them are banned. Let's see what
Well,
happens.
the ones are Hunter
No one brought
Warrior.
Shaman. No one brought Shaman. And no one banned Shaman, so that's good.
tryhards.
Well, it looks like it's Face Hunter versus Warrior, so I guess we know who won this one.
Well, that's
no.
a pretty crappy hand, though.
It's honestly, this matchup is like, it's favored for Warrior, but it's not as favored as you'd think. He just drew his best card, which is Taskmaster. But, like, this matchup is very winnable for Hunter.
Yeah,
I would say it's only
Face
like
Hunter
60-40.
is. I feel like everything is pretty winnable for Face Hunter.
Yeah,
You're playing mid-range Hunter, and we were talking about it. We thought mid-range Hunter probably has a much better chance against Warrior.
Yeah.
But even that is still pretty close to 50.
Right. Yeah. It's like one's 50-50, one's 60-40. Yeah, I think mid-range is just a lot better for this format. Looking at it, it makes a lot of sense to just ban Hunter, because it's usually like the only aggressive deck people bring, and Mech Mage is very beatable for slower decks. So I was thinking, people who let Hunter through are going to have a plan for it, so I might as well play mid-range. And
Oh, that's cool.
I'm definitely happy
I
with
like
the
that.
deck.
I like that. That's really smart, because we were talking earlier about how people might just prepare to make sure that they don't lose to an aggro Hunter deck.
Right. There's a lot of small nuances in this matchup when it comes to how you play it from the Hunter side. Personally, I'm a big fan of not attacking with Infiltrator turn 2 if you have it, because it plays around Cruel Taskmaster very well. Because their only other play is going to be Fiery War Axe or Armorsmith, none of which deal with the Infiltrator. So they play Armorsmith, you play Scientist, you kill their Armorsmith the next turn. Point is, it's much more awkward for them mana-wise to not be able to coin their 2-2.
Sure.
Or, just play it turn 2.
I think we're going to see a coin Deathbite here.
I would imagine.
Well, you
that or
have a
Armor Up,
slow
right?
hand. You have a slow hand. I think there's some chance you'd want to save the coin, but I think there's not much reason to.
No, I mean, if he were to just armor up there when he could have played his weapon to kill Leok, I would be very, very surprised and disappointed.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Warrior looks like he's in a pretty good spot. I would rather be Warrior here, I think, in this situation. That's an interesting play.
To not play the Juggler?
Right. I don't understand that, because you kind of want to empty your hand for these quick shots.
Could he be playing Snake Traps or something?
He could, yeah. Maybe he's just trying to bait out the Deathbite attack.
Yeah.
But one Cruel Taskmaster has already played. There's not much that can be done about a 3-1 Juggler. Okay, Armorsmith is a definitely solid draw. But now the Warrior's trying to decide, do I just play the Shield Slam as a drain life right now, or do I Armorsmith Armor? Do I even attack Scientist? I think the best play is just Armorsmith Armor, don't attack.
Yeah, because you can't attack it to you, then you just kill it with Deathswipe for free.
Armorsmith is very strong with Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, he goes for the attack, though.
Yep. This does allow you to attack through an explosive trap the turn after without getting punished too badly.
Can you guys check over there what trap this actually is?
Oh, I think we're going to see in a second.
It's explosive.
It is because explosive is not playable.
Yeah. That's all how we always had to check.
Oh,
before.
that's so weird.
What? What's so weird?
The quick shots and the explosive in hand. That's really weird.
Right. Even drawing double quick shot kind of stops you from getting the draw on one of them. Still Link playing 2 is correct, though, always. In every version of Hunter. Card is... people just kind of parrot what some people's opinions are on some cards. And there's like one article posted on Quickshot where... I think it was... I want to say it was Kibler. It might have been someone else, though, who said the card's kind of like overrated. You probably don't necessarily need to play 2 of it in every Hunter deck, but I think that's just not the case. The card is just like... To not play 2 quick shot, it's like not playing 2 kill commander. It's not playing 2 bow. I think it's just not right.
Okay. I quite like the card personally.
I thought 1 was always an auto include, just on what it does. And 2 is probably good, but
the
I
radon
think there's
is
some
just too
debatable.
good.
Yeah.
Imagine Dark Bomb in a class with this hero power. It's going to win you so many games. Like that Warrior game I played today, I would have won if I drew one of my quick shots.
Yeah.
Or I would have had a really good chance.
Well, that Sludge Belcher is indeed pretty good here.
It's pretty annoying. Definitely the case.
What do you think about Explosive Trap and just Suicide the Juggler?
It's just not going to work at this level of play because then the Warrior just doesn't attack. But it's
I think, yeah, just weapon and quick shot into this dude.
Yeah. Or maybe it does work at this level of play. Who knew?
I mean, he's gonna do it. It's not gonna work though. I don't think. Yeah,
Kind
I'm
of
pretty
interested that he did it like this, but
Right, because the only way you get punished by just not attacking into situations like that is if your opponent plays Unleash the Hound. And, I mean, he's gonna still give you a ton of armor off the slime and Armor Smith. So, yeah, I think Emperor's a little greedy, but still probably.
I think Emperor is like always the right play.
I think Emperor's actually quite nice. I don't see it as being too greedy. Next turn you can shield main, shield slam, and armor.
Yeah, it's not
That's
too
pretty
greedy,
crazy.
but it's a little greedy because, yeah, I don't know. Shield Maiden into Boom is just like a pretty it's kind of impossible to lose there. But I guess there's really nothing the Warrior can do to lose this game.
Yeah, he's looking pretty strong.
Well,
Connor has no clue what to
Yeah, that's a pretty wonky hand there to try to win this game with. Sorry, Vortex.
do. What if you owl the thing and then
Hit the thing with the thing and cast the thing on the thing?
I was thinking like just a quick shot face after silencing. I don't know.
And just go pure face? Yeah, you may as well. Every time I play Face Hunter against Tarzan, I just ignore Tarzan. Because it's like as soon as you kill him, you're going to lose. You wasted too much damage. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
yeah, this plays solid.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Is that good?
yeah. It is.
That's so much armor.
That is so much.
The thing is, like, he's gonna fill the board so much with like, oh, really?
Oh, I'm
Maiden
surprised he didn't
first.
play the Maiden first, yeah. I don't think it really matters, though. It's like one of those situations.
I think I would just wait it next turn and just Dr. Boom it. I think the boom bots are probably just a liability.
Yeah.
They are, because the unleash things, and if you can get 2 armor off each boom bot, are you kidding?
That's pretty crazy.
It's probably the only game where boom bots are actually a liability.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'd probably just want 7 boom
Yeah,
bots
pretty
on
much.
my board at all times.
7 boombots?
Yeah. It's possible with Flood Mage, right?
Yeah.
Boom bots everywhere
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
for one player.
Just like every good deck.
Yeah.
Well, that is a Mishoff Animal Companion. We might see a bit of delay between the next game and this one while Vortex made some bug report.
I mean, this is like...
So done.
I am watching right now a lion eat a gazelle. This is just like so one-sided.
Oh, Leroy.
Oh.
We matched up against that.
I don't think he plays that.
You think Leroy's like the new face hunter?
That's...
Leroy's fine. Some people play it
You
over
and I
an
saw that
arcane
at
build.
rank 9 on the ladder this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, in tournaments, most
We
players
actually lost
play it.
because of that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Most players do play one Leroy, especially in tournament play, if they're playing Face Hunter. Personally, I don't know if I'm just a hipster, but like I had it in the couple tournaments I played when everyone wasn't playing it, and then I took it out just as everyone started adding it. So I don't really know what's better. I don't like it as much because of Quick Shot being in the deck. It kind of rots in your hand sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was never really better than Arcane Golem in a lot of cases. So, yeah, Arcane Golem's a card that seems like you don't want to play 2 of it, but then every time you just like slam it turn 3 or just play it, I always get 8 damage off of it, almost always. So the card just keeps overperforming. Don't really want to cut anything, so I like not playing Leroy, but it's not a big deal either way. Doesn't change the deck too much.
It feels like it still has that super combo with the Unleash, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that and have double quick shot, it's very clunky.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I that was in my head. I was like, okay, some matchups Unleash is bad in, so you want to play Leroy to enable it. But then when you actually play the games, it costs like way too much mana to do that combo realistically.
All right, our next match is going to be Mage versus Mage here.
That's a freeze versus mech.
Yeah.
I like the freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. think Freeze is definitely favored.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Surprised that it's the second Freeze Mage we've seen in this
Are you
tournament.
really? You don't think
Really?
it's that strong?
You don't like Freeze Mage right now?
We've also seen 0 Kazans in every deck.
Right. Okay, Freeze Mage is fine, but it's like you can't beat any deck with Kazan, period. Let's just start with that. If they play Kazan against you, the game is over. The other thing is
You can beat Priest.
we're going to see a lot of
Didn't you
Hunter.
play a Kazan against a Kazan?
I did. The reason I
Yeah.
put it in my deck was to beat their Kazans.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be a teched out way to do this, right?
It's a good point, yeah. Maybe we'll see a Kazan in this Freeze Mage deck. But
But you don't. The thing is, I feel like Tarzan. As soon as I saw Tarzan, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good in Freeze Mage."
yeah, maybe it is. I haven't played with it much yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He makes the maximum damage like extreme.
Yeah.
If you remove 1 mana cost off all the burn spells, you can Thalnos and do 32.
Pretty good. It's really good with Antonitis and stuff, too.
Yeah. You get a lot of fireballs.
Yeah, there was always like one free slot in Freeze Mage where you could have kind of played anything you wanted, a Cone of Cold, a Pyroblast, whatever. So yeah, he fits pretty well in that. Mech is pretty good as well, though.
Wow.
That is a very early.
Yeah, I feel
Doomsayer
like
right there.
Doomsayer is invaluable against Mech Mage because of the fact that you know they run Mirror Entity.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that, and also that they can just Fireball it on 6 mana. He wants initiative for the Acolyte. This is like the reasoning here. Honestly, it's another decision where I don't think it'll matter much either way, because it's just so good for Freeze Mage either way. Playing it there is fine. He didn't have like the Frost Nova yet to go with it. He wants to play his cards more aggressively.
All right. Well, he definitely does have that initiative. We'll have enough mana to do quite a bit next turn.
Yeah, I mean, Vortex doesn't want to give his opponent more cards, but playing the 2/2 drops is the most efficient way to use his mana and cards right now. If you play Blast Mage, you lose the Battle Cry. If you play Spider Tank, you don't use all your mana. You don't really want to freeze the 1/3. He's going to do that. That's going to give Powder an extra card. It's a big deal.
What to do?
Really, Powder. Super in control of this game right now.
What do you think about double Ice Barrier? I feel decks are getting more and more spell heavy, and Ice Barrier doesn't make as much of an impact as before.
It might be the case. I think, too, of it's pretty core, because you want your scientists to be good throughout the game, and so you need at least 4 secrets, I think. And I'm not a big fan of like Counterspell or Spellbender. I think the second Ice Barrier is just the best option. 'Cause anytime you do get it off Scientist, it's just so insane. I mean,
So wait, I'm sorry. I kind of like spaced out there for a second. Do you like Anti-Keelbot, like one in this? I've seen a
no,
few
that
people
card's
running that.
unplayable. Yeah, that's a mistake, but it doesn't matter in a lot of games with Freeze Mage.
Okay,
Like,
unplayable in Freeze Mage or unplayable overall?
in Freeze Mage.
Oh, okay.
Card's definitely fine, but this deck does
Okay.
not. Because Ice Barrier does the same thing for like less mana. It makes your scientists better. It's
Yeah.
just like too
Well,
efficient.
I think from the people that I've heard / seen playing it, they just kind of like are like, well, people play Loatheb, and then this is more reasonable in
Right.
that situation.
Yeah, it's just if you get low from Ice Block and your Ice Block gets popped, Ice Barrier just doesn't do anything.
Right, but it's not a control deck. Once the game's to that point, you're like killing them the next turn, or the
Usually.
game is unwinnable to the point where 8 life is not going to recover the board for you. So yeah, I don't know, but the thing with Freeze Mage is you can literally put like Grimscale Oracles in this deck, like 2 of them, and the last 2 cards that you put in your deck are like they matter so little that it wouldn't change your win percentage by a lot. You can play 1 mana 1/1s and still win. Your win percentage would drop like 5% or something. It would almost be irrelevant.
I'm
Make
really
me want to put Grimscale Oracles in it. That would be awesome.
I'm really surprised that Powder decided to set up this Blizzard for so many turns ahead.
He had such a clean ping Frostbolt turn. I have no idea why he played turn
like
4 the way he
on,
did.
on turn 4, he chose to
Yeah.
attack the Snow Chugger rather than
Yeah, that
killing
was
off.
really weird.
I mean, it turned out okay. I mean, now you can kill them both with Blizzard, I guess.
Right. I
And
mean,
he's still over 30 health, so I mean,
he was so far ahead that almost anything he did would have worked out fine. But I mean, at this point, I mean, he lost initiative basically. This is the problem, right? Like he's behind on board now. So, I mean, he's like kind of like priced into playing Blizzard here. I don't think he has a choice.
I'll play that one. That's the one you want to play. Oh, absolutely. That's a misplay. That's a misplay right there.
No. You want to play the first one. Playing the second, like, because if you attack in a shredder, you give away that you have a blizzard, right? So if you play the one you top deck, then he knows you still have one in hand.
Okay.
Or you could just enrage him by looking very lucky.
I also think double blizzard is pretty rare in Freeze Mage.
No, it's pretty core. Most people play it. Well, the usual split is like 2 blizzard, 1 flame strike. Because you need the 1 flame strike so that after you Frost Nova a bunch of crap, you have something to actually kill it. The uncommon freeze cards are like the 2nd flame strike and Cone of Cold.
Yeah, I've seen a Cone of Cold cut pretty much everywhere for Emperor right now.
Right. That was kind of that flexible Grimscale Oracle slot.
Okay. At this stage, we're basically going to see the Freeze Mage just try to stall out the game until he can have high mana turns. And those are going to be so much more powerful for the Freeze Mage than they are for the Mech Mage.
God, and he's just going to play this Tarzan next turn, I think, right? And that's
I think it's a mirror entity in play. He's got to watch out for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah, that's right.
I think we're just going to see a bunch of draw.
All right, 4 damage gets you.
It all adds up. Oh, boy. You have to draw another creature here.
Yeah. You got to get that Doomsayer now, the 2nd Doomsayer.
Yeah. One card that a lot of people cut from Freeze Mage is also Loot Hoarder, which is super important for situations like this. So I don't know if that's what Powder did, but definitely might be the case.
Well, Doomsayer is the optimal card you want to play into Mirror Entity, but with 1 down and with still quite a hefty deck size, we may just not see it this game.
Well, he has his Flame Strike next turn anyways for the full clear, so
Yeah. You have to do that.
it's all good. He has like 100 years to actually deal with everything.
Right, yeah. Lothub there would have.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah, Mad Scientist.
I think I'd play the Mad Scientist here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And then they probably just get another Mirror Entity.
Oh, yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
It has to be better than that.
Yeah. You would think that would have just been a... I think that was a little bit of a mistake there.
What does... Oh,
Why wouldn't
let's
you
really think
kill
about
it?
that. Does this offer any benefit?
I don't think so.
To do what?
Why wouldn't he play first this to set off the Mirror Entity so that he
And then
would
a
kill
Flame
that?
Strike.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
2 damage less.
He didn't even have another secret. Oh, that's right.
No. That'll make too much sense.
Well, I guess the fact that he didn't do it, now there's not Mirror Entity, and now he can Alexstrasza.
I bring
That does,
life.
in that way, it makes sense.
Right.
Because otherwise, there would have probably been another Mirror Entity.
That's a good point.
That seems a little bit too good to be planned, though.
Too good? No, you could plan that. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
I thought of it, so it could be planned by these guys.
I mean, it worked out that way, but
Yeah, no, I think that's why, actually. Well,
like,
ask him.
how else would someone intentionally trade into your...
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
that's right. You wouldn't trade into it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because you wouldn't trade into it. I see.
Oh, did he just barely not pop him? Oh, okay.
He's going to get him. Yeah.
What to do?
All right, now it's on Mage to not die. What happened this game?
Oh, Fireball means win. Yep, there you go. Win.
Yeah.
Hey, that's exactly what happened
Yeah,
to you.
that's exactly what happened to read it.
Yeah. Vortex
Freeze
is
Mage,
gonna
good
be
deck.
ecstatic
Right
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hearthstone.
Wow. All right, so Powder takes that one with the top-decked Fireball. Let's keep a running tally on how many people top-decked Fireball in their last moment of life.
The one out absolutely need it or to
Yeah.
lose.
Let's just keep a tally for today.
Okay.
That's 2.
Yeah, there's very little justice in the world, Artos.
2 for 2, actually.
All that which happens is justice from nature or something, as Marcus Aurelius says.
Okay. Yeah, but the Mirror play was pretty interesting. Now that you guys talk about it.
Yeah, no, I think it was specifically so that he could Alexstrasza. He wanted to be able to play a minion for sure. So actually, it makes a lot of sense because he's like, okay, I have Ice Block up. The extra 2 damage won't matter.
Right, but the thing
The thing
about
is,
playing
like-
Scientist, you just
like-
trade Scientists.
Yeah,
You get
the
that.
other, like Vortex like should have seen into that as well. Right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Very right. Because he would have set that off a lot earlier, and the fact that he did it afterwards, he was looking for a play mistake from Vortex.
He got it.
That makes a lot of sense.
All right.
But I mean, yeah, I think it's fine to play in such a way that you're looking for your opponent to make a mistake because he didn't attack, and that was a big mistake. So I think that's a good way to play. You want to enable your opponent to play poorly.
Yep.
Now, so far, what we've seen, I think just about every time, if I'm not mistaken, that the losing player has kept their deck. Is this a general practice in Conquest mode?
Yeah, because if you get sweeped, you might as well not reveal all your lists.
Okay.
And usually a common strategy is to play your weakest deck first so that you have the most chances to get the good matchup.
Oh, okay.
So you just kind of want to keep playing it. Some pretty strong Druid play coming out from Powder here.
Let's go strong turn 2 and 3.
Yeah.
With possible dead draws coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
I like this Clockwork play. There's some options on how to sequence this hand from Mage, but that one's definitely solid.
All right. Yeah, I do like that.
And the 2-1 is a lot stronger on turn 2 than it is on turn 3.
The past couple times I played against Mech Mage in a tournament, I don't think my opponent had cards left in hand on turn 3. So this is pretty fortunate for Powder.
I think this is actually a really good start still.
Yeah. It absolutely is. Mech Mage is a deck that, to begin with, is fairly favored against Druid, just because Mirror Entity is so strong against them. You have so many ways to get ahead on board early. That's definitely one of his better draws. Mirror Entity is so good in this matchup, I just keep it as a 3-drop, because it's much better than like Spider Tank or Harvest Golem.
And here he is with 5 mana.
Yeah.
Do you play the Shade, or do you
If
give
you
him something
play the
bigger?
Druid, you have to play it in charge and probably kill the Chugga.
Right, but then you're frozen the turn after, so...
Yeah, but
Ping, ping.
if you make him commit to 2 pings, it's not that bad. It's only really bad if he gets a good Archmage or Blast Mage.
Right, it's true.
Which, I mean, it is Mech Mage deck, so probably that will happen.
Well, they need a mech, then the Blast Mage
Yeah,
to turn
that
out.
is-
It's actually quite unlikely, I think.
I think Shade is fine.
You got to start playing the test dummy, man.
I'll just Shade Wild Growth. Get him. He's going to go with Claw. Maybe.
Anytime someone holds the card that far out, they've already chosen their mind. That's actually something I've noticed commentating Hearthstone. It's like almost every single time. Oh, and he actually just trades it in like that. I'm actually a little bit surprised.
Right, that might actually just be better. I mean, you're
Okay.
going to play a bunch of 3/3s next turn, so you can kill the Snow Chugger.
Okay.
Harrison
Uh-oh.
Jones. Maybe we'll see Blingtron come out at some point. That guy will get some value.
Unless he's playing a very old version with Unstable Portal, I don't think we're going to be seeing Blingtron.
That card's good in that deck, man.
Is it?
You put him in Snow Chugger Lockdown, and it just farms.
That's really funny.
Well, the Mage is at 2 life if he draws a Force of Nature.
That's true. It's not lethal, though.
No. If he Wild Growths and draws a... Well, what if he Wild Growths and draws like a Swipe and then draws a Force of Nature? Game over.
That'll be interesting.
Wow.
That'd be consistent with the tournament so far. Oh, that'll work. That card's probably not going to die.
Well, it does get copied and give the Mage lethal, though, by the look of it.
Oh, does it? I didn't see.
So, there isn't
It does give the Mage lethal with Fireball.
really a clean play here for Druid. You're kind of, you feel like you have to trade into this 3/2 for 1, but doing that's definitely not not the best. Piloted Shredder in the middle, definitely a good play. I was messing that up in my match a lot, and kind of like the second after I would play it without paying attention to placement, I would feel bad.
Yeah, with the possible Flame Tongue coming out.
Right, yeah, or Direwolf.
Well, if he for some reason plays Cone of Cold, this is actually better. So there.
I think the game's going to be passed away here.
Let's see.
So it's oh god,
That's pretty lethal. No attacks are made.
yeah, he needs to get a Doomsayer here.
He needs to decide if he can even beat Fireball at this point. I think he might just have to trade both Shredders.
Yeah. Ah, that's not it. Come on, other Shredder. Oh,
Oh. That is not what you want to see.
that is one of my favorite new cards too.
Oh, man.
That's lethal.
The safest play would have been just to not play the Shredder at all and just get rid of the mechs, if anything. Like, you'd play Harrison over Shredder.
Yeah, but you'd have to. You can't get rid of the other mech because you gave it the +1 armor.
Oh, and you were frozen for the turn
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that was like pretty rough. That was a really good +1 armor actually. All right, so both the mage decks going to pick up their wins for their respective players.
Yep. Strong class.
Certainly is better than Shaman, at
Yeah.
least.
Before GVG, Mage was really, really underplayed. It was almost at the point where even Freeze Mage was dead.
Right. Yeah. Nice to see it making a resurgence. Definitely one of my favorite decks to play, and or classes to play. So flexible.
It was kind of weird before. Like, it never really seemed bad. It was just like, it had so many solid cards, but it was nothing like combo overpowered or anything in constructed. Like, you look at Arena and each of the cards by themselves would be insane. But, yeah.
Yeah, when you put them together,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
kind of
get
like the new Shaman card, the huge Fire Elemental creature.
Right, yeah.
I just look at that in War Elemental, it's like, well, Mage had War Elemental when it sucked. It didn't really do anything for it.
Yeah.
No. Interesting to see how the deck shift happens.
We'll see if I'm excited for Dragon Paladin, man. When all the wings are out. That's gonna. It will 100% be good. That's not a question. The question is like, how does it affect the metagame? Because what's good against it? Because those are decks that are also going to start seeing more play.
Yeah.
Dragon Paladin would be good.
Yeah.
It's a quality combo there. Dragons, put your dragons out.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I think the best deck will be Rogue.
Oh, there you go. Kazan Mystic, the first one. Is it a keeper? Or is it Wild Growth into Kazan Mystic?
It's not like. I mean, I would keep it just because the average card is probably going to be worse. But it's not going to be played turn 3. Did he mull it and redraw it?
No. That's that same animation happened earlier, and I got really confused because it looked like actually against you. I think that Savjz had mulliganed a War Axe and a
Cruel Task against
but it's
Hunter.
just like a weird animation.
I was like, there's no way he did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good curve, though. Going Wild Growth into Shades. Super strong here. We're going to see another Face Hunter, so.
Double L is pretty bad, though.
Yeah, not having a 2-drop or a 1-drop really sucks. These are the games you lose with Hunter.
And the thing is, that Shredder is already silenced, that Shredder in his hand, so the Owl isn't that useful.
Exactly. Oh, there we go. Card's working as intended. You don't even want that against Druid most of the time because of Keeper of the Grove, but in this case, the Druid doesn't have it, so.
I think the Shredder, the Shredder is a little bit better for developing the board.
I think trading is right, too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if you play that, you have to trade.
Yeah. If he doesn't run into Huffer, it's like already 8, and then what is your next turn? Look at your hand. You're going to have 5 mana. You just play the Sludge Belcher, let this guy do anything he wants.
Most of this game is about the Hunter just getting a crazy border after start. Now, the Druid's still losing, but this is basically the turning point because the Hunter really had very bad openers.
Yep. Leopard Gnome's still a useful pickup, though. Gives him a way to fill out his curve here, and the game is not over. Like, Hunter can easily win. Those 2 Owls are just going to make the Belcher pretty irrelevant, and he could easily draw enough direct damage off the top and just have the time to kill the Druid. Without Scientist or naturally drawn secrets, that Kezin's going to be pretty useless. There's really only the Ancient Allure to slow the Druid down. There's 2 kill commands. Those
I think you have to use one.
hit hard. I agree with you, but I'm not happy about it. Like, you really want a hero power.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Oh.
You do have to use one.
This crashed for some reason. I guess we're only going to see one hand.
The important one. The one with decisions.
Yeah. Damn.
I always going
Decided.
face with that.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Were you
Yeah,
thinking to kill the?
you have the second
Belcher?
silence.
No,
so-
I was trying to. My delivery is bad. I was trying to be sarcastic and make some
Okay.
sort of
Okay.
Hunter going face thing, but I didn't really.
Okay, hold on.
Mistakes are made.
I'm supposed to be on. Okay. Well,
All right.
Hunter's a pretty good deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh,
What
man.
seals it here? Nothing by itself.
Huffer.
Oh yeah, Huffer does. No, it doesn't. Huffer's one off. Everything is one off.
I think he's going to respect the Kazan. I think you just take the golem damage right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, golem damage 7 next turn. Clean up, easy peasy.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And all the mana works out better that way anyways.
So now we're going to see the lore come down and heal. And see if Hunter can draw out of this. I think Unleash is... No, Unleash won't be lethal. It's a mana off.
I'm actually thinking maybe... No, Lotheb's too crazy. You have to heal. You have to heal.
Right.
Well, you can always Loatheb the next turn.
You could always top deck Savage Roar and win anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's a decent draw. It's some damage. That's all he needed.
Is it? Don't think so. I think you need a little bit more than that.
Well, it's not lethal this turn, but he needed like to not draw Leper Gnome or Abusive, or he needed like something with charge basically, or a weapon.
Does he play the trap? Yeah, he does. Okay. Kazan might be popping out. Kazan Loatheb.
Yep, it's definitely gonna hurt him because it's gonna mean the Druid's immune to any. Well, it's not. He's not really immune to charge damage. He still has Glaive Zuka to hit him. And
Yeah, that's
proc
true.
the
That's true.
explosive.
Yeah. Really considering his plays here. I don't think there's anything to consider though.
No, it's
I-
just Kazan Lotheb. That's all you can do.
I mean, what else could he be thinking of here? Like possibly he just counting to see if he needs to use his hero power, but it doesn't seem reasonable.
Right.
He's probably thinking like, yeah, because any charge damage would actually kill him.
There's really not much thing. There's 3 cards in hand. He's dead.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter takes it. No 1-drop, no 2-drop. Doesn't matter.
Kill command is pretty strong. Oh, and he actually, okay. That's kind of interesting.
He does actually stay alive with that, I believe.
No, he doesn't. Oh, wait, yeah, the Loatheb is the important part.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna win the game. Well, is he?
I wonder.
Because you just kill command, or no, you quick shot. It doesn't matter. You play one of them, so your explosive is like threatening lethal.
No,
But then you still
have
lose
lethal.
to the Kazan.
You have lethal. You Kazan and then Force of Nature.
No, I understand, but he doesn't know about the Kazan.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's quick shotting now to like,
I see.
in theory, stop the Druid from attacking. Just enough creature slots. He's pissed. Wow.
Wow.
Is he pissed?
Not happy.
Yeah.
That was
looked-
awesome.
That looked really bad for Hunter, and then it looked really good for Hunter, and then Kazan Mystic, keeping it in opening hand, worked out. Yeah,
I'm actually really impressed by that.
yeah, that was a good game. I feel like our enthusiasm is not adequate for how
Yeah, it was
How
it was
ridiculous
pretty
that
crazy.
comeback had to be.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Lotheb made it so he had 1 mana off,
Yeah.
not attack to
Well,
push
that's a good
lethal
card.
next turn.
Yeah, well, I guess he's counting because I kind of discounted. I'm like, oh, he must be counting to see if he needs to use his hero power, and I just kind of looked at the hand. I'm like, nah, this doesn't matter.
That's
So
super
much
well
damage
played
there.
from the Druid, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
set's over.
It,
Is it?
what that? Didn't you just win 2 games?
I won 3 games.
Good job.
Okay, I don't know
Congratulations.
how that happened.
Yeah.
Like, we all thought that he won.
There
2
was
games.
a mage win. There was
I
a druid
2-0
win.
up. I won with the warrior first and the mage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That hunter
okay,
got
okay,
dunked
okay.
twice.
Yeah.
We were just really confused because it's like a hunter losing twice is just really unusual
doesn't
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well played in that Druid game. It's a crazy
That
comeback.
was really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Lotheb play was...
I do think I misplayed though when I hero powered instead of playing the Shredder, which would have given me lethal 1 turn earlier.
Right, okay.
But,
I can see that.
I mean, Lotheb was my only out in the end, so I was just hoping he only had spells.
Oh yeah. It was cool. Like he had a kill command. He had a quick shot. He had a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
And everything was 1 mana or 1 damage too little.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been more perfect. Like we were looking at the hand and we're like, yeah, there's no way that the druid can do this. And then,
Oh.
I guess he won.
It's pretty crazy.
So, what were you thinking going into just this tournament, like the group stages and all that? What made you choose the decks that you brought?
I was kind of looking at our group a little bit. I was expecting Rogue from Reynad and Savjz, which my lineup is pretty good against Rogue. I was expecting a lot of Face Hunter, which is also pretty good against. It's just basically worked out which decks are the best and so on. I went with these.
All right.
Okay.
Easy as that.
You have to go against Savjz next. What do you think about your matchup now that you've seen the decks he's actually brought?
I haven't really thought about it, but I'm pretty scared of the aggro paladin. I mean, it's not something I've played against a lot.
So
And he
you've never
says it's
seen a
pretty
5/8
good.
G's before?
No, I mean, I just don't play that. I'm not that kind of guy.
What about the double 3/4 divine shield taunt for 2 mana?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I hope
That was
that
some good
doesn't happen
value.
against
Yeah,
me.
it's good value.
Did you know that if Hobgoblin lives for like 5 turns, you're probably going to lose that game?
Yeah,
Fun fact.
that's probably what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, so I think it is you versus Savjz next, or is it the loser match?
No idea.
No idea. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out pretty soon. Congratulations, Powder.
Thank you.
Sorry that we're jobbers that somehow thought that it was actually not the last game
It's
yet.
okay. The cue is someone shows up on the bench and then like,
Yeah.
oh, congratulations,
Like,
3
oh yeah,
wins.
oh god, I think
We just don't
switched
question them
sides
anymore.
or something. Yeah,
Like we just make ourselves look bad. That's really all there is.
that's fine. I'm fine
Yeah,
with
I guess
that.
that's
Whatever.
fine.
We're casters. Okay, so thank you very much, Reynad. Best of luck in your next match. I'm not sure if you're actually playing next or not, but we'll figure that out in just a moment.
Yep.
And guys, we'll be back after a quick little commercial break, so don't go too far.
We moved down to Santa Monica about a month ago, and the house is really nice, but it always felt like something was missing.
For every part of your life, you need someone behind you. Whether they're good or bad, you need a buddy.
I'm used to being kind of a supporty guy, but now I have someone who supports me, and that's really great.
We found the friend that we needed, and his name is Max.
So I'm used to carrying inside the game, and now I finally have a buddy that can carry me outside of the game. So when I first saw Max, I just knew that he was the one for me.
Max is in really good shape, and he helps us get in shape too.
Max knows what I need, and he knows how to adapt to the situation.
If I need to survive a strong top lane gank, I need a buddy to back me up.
Even in the kitchen, he likes to help us out.
Sometimes I get really sad that I have to share Max with everyone, but I know he loves me the most.
If you want to have Max for yourself, check out seatimprovement.com.
Look at the sky, the sun won't ask for one if it can. trapped inside. Look at the lies that follow you when you run and hide. Look at the sky, the sun won't ask, the sun won't ask the world if they can rise. Look at the sky, the sun won't ask the world if it can rise. Look at your mind and ask yourself what keeps you trapped inside. Look at the lies that follow you when you run and hide. Look at the sky, the sun won't ask, 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 the sun won't ask the world if they can rise.
Sunlight begins to fade now, and I feel like I'm losing time, but I don't know how I'm here. The sunlight has turned to gray, and I feel like I'm losing love again. I don't know how I'm here. Somewhere you're looking down, I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you're looking down, 'cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna breathe, and it's you I'm loving, And I know now we're getting older. The world we built is slipping through our fingers. We're running out of time. But you are the one I've chosen, and I won't lay still, living left behind, imprisoned by this love. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you looking down. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you looking down. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna breathe. And it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna need.
Hey guys, welcome back to Seat Story Cup. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves as much as we are. We just loved that last match so much.
Yeah, we got
that we're
Group
all
A
back.
winners match coming up.
That's right. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Take TV site. I want to show you guys some stuff. So we'll go ahead and jump onto my screen. Okay, so at taketv.net, you'll see it's the live portion. See the streams and stuff? Look at that chat. You guys are amazing. Look at that. Scroll down some. See this part here? Donate. It's an important part of esports nowadays. Go ahead, click on that. Here we are, right? This is pretty funny. We have a goal of getting $23 donated to the prize pool. 50%, it looks like, of all donations go into the prize pool of the tournament. Already the prize pool was 20 grand. That means that we have $15 of donations, which means $30 have been donated. Now, to unlock the first level prize, we need $16 more donations, guys. And that's important. Let's go ahead and read some of this to see. Make a wonderful tournament, as always, from Cilia. Take TV Heart from Final Masterpiece. Yay, says Kaletor. I mean, you could be one of these people.
Wow.
We need $16 more, and we're going to unlock something that Take was talking about. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he said it would either be really cool or really cringy. So both of those.
Usually that means both.
That goes along with Hearthstone just perfectly, I think. And so, guys, get in there, give some donations. And
I think I'm going to do that myself.
You're going to donate that money, make sure we get there?
Hit caps lock, spam John Madden a few times. We're good to go.
I mean, we need another, what is that? Another $16. You're going to donate that much?
It's a little steep. Maybe.
16.
Yeah, I can do
How about
16.
each of us donate $5? We're almost there.
All right.
$5.50.
All right.
And we're done. That's
I
it.
don't know. Now you're just milking us.
I'm milking you. Oh, I'm scamming you guys. All right. So, guys, definitely go check that out at taketv.net. Okay, so we have the winners match coming up now. It's going to be Powder against Savjz. And we actually do have the decks written down on a piece of paper because the people here at Take TV are so great taking care of us. We have for Powder, he'll be playing Warrior, Mage, and Warlock. His Druid was banned. And for Savjz, he'll be playing Paladin, Mage, and Warrior. And his Warlock is banned, which is kind of funny because Powder was saying he's afraid of that Pally deck. So maybe he was full of it.
It is I mean, and anything that's like super aggressive Zooey and you're not really too familiar with does seem pretty scary. But I think the win condition is fairly defined. And I think it is a deck you can play against if you know what's in it.
Yeah, honestly, its matchups are not like. There's very few matchups that are like exceptionally favored. That's the thing. Your hand. Sorry, I feel like I should have helped there. I didn't.
What is that? Are you going to eat meat, Crip?
This is vegan meat.
That's vegan meat?
Vegan sausage.
Someone needs to make me some of that.
You can have one of those.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've only been eating bread all day. Okay, just one. We need to go ahead and ob Savjz here. I think we're almost ready to start, so...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we should be starting this very, very shortly.
Let's get spectator set up.
Yep. What do you think for the start? What way would you go about starting? Would you go with the weakest deck type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it, but if you anticipate that, you can try to spike a free win. Sometimes playing your best deck first is also good, because then you get the win off of it guaranteed, and then they still have all 3 other decks, so it doesn't really change it doesn't like lower your chances of.
So you don't want to use your
matchup.
middlest deck, basically.
Exactly, yeah, that's usually the worst. But unless they're expecting you to pick the best or the worst deck, then sometimes you want to play the middle deck to throw them off. I don't know. Usually it's not a huge deal, though. But there's definitely a lot of variance in just blind picking.
Like just rolling a die or something like that so they can't predict you mean?
Yeah.
Just give it up completely to the
Vegan
fates.
meat crip, that is a slap in the face to just taste buds everywhere across the world.
It might be tasty, I don't know.
They probably wanted to give me the German experience, you know?
Oh, you guys got to hit the obs on this PC
sorry,
so we
yeah,
can get going.
sorry.
This is vegan worst.
Who are we spectating?
Vegan worst!
I'm not joking.
Oh, really?
Savjz,
Yeah.
we're doing Savjz. All right.
Yeah, you're on it, Savjz there. Okay, so this match, let's go ahead and jump into it. It looks like we are going to see from Powder handlock deck here, and from Savjz a warrior deck. So this is a very old matchup.
Right, well, the
Handlock
Warlock
versus
deck.
Control Warrior.
Yeah, the Warlock deck has changed a lot compared to the way it used to. Oh, not this one, though. A lot of people just aren't playing Mountain Giant anymore, but, if you're planning on banning Hunter or just, like, aggressive decks, then Mountain Giant looks pretty strong, so kind of a classic handlock versus Warrior. I'm going to give the edge to Warrior, because it's...
we have reached the donation goal.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you guys are sick ballers donating $16 or more so quickly.
Wow.
And that's pretty awesome. That means at around 8 o'clock we're going to go ahead and do that. But go ahead and tell me, why do you think the Warrior deck?
It's really tough to deal the full 30 damage as the Warlock if the Warrior plays a big game Hunter, because the Warrior is going to basically just have enough removal to kill all your stuff, and then at some point they just Harrison your Jiraxis. And they're always threatening Grommash later in the game, so you can't really tap too much. It's generally going to favor Warrior as the game goes on, just because of how hard it is to ever get board control as Warlock.
I've always felt, at least in the old days of this matchup, that if you could get a Twilight down very quickly, that would be problematic a lot of the times for Warrior, because if you hit them one time with that shield block, suddenly become far less good.
Absolutely.
So I guess we'll see if he can actually get something done with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shield slam here for Warrior. He's thinking about War Axe Execute. I guess that's better than Sludge Belcher. I don't know. I'd probably play Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, I would probably Sludge there as well.
At this stage of the game, the creatures are not too dangerous. You really have time to be patient, save your most efficient removal. So I'm actually surprised to see the Execute there.
Yeah.
Belcher into Sylvanas is definitely a pretty strong curve. Let's see. It's going to be
coin out Tarzan, man. What? He doesn't have shield block and stuff, right?
I probably would have done that play, actually.
Yeah.
But Life Tap Mountain Giant's also really strong.
I have no time.
Oh, this is interesting. But Life Tap Mountain Giant's pretty strong because you want to be tapping as much as you can early as the Warlock, just to have more options throughout the game. Playing Sylvanas into this instead of just slamming Big Game Hunter is such a good play, because normally the issue with Sylvanas is the Warlock's going to have the Owl for it, but in this case, even if he has the Owl, Mountain Giant still goes to 3 health and it gets killed by the axe.
Oh, this could complicate, though.
We're going to see a Tap Watch or Sun Fury. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow. This is...
I would be very surprised at that. I mean, I guess he could coin out the BGH or something, but is that the way you want it? BGH is actually very good against Warrior. I don't want to see Powder attack the Sylvanas. It doesn't even...
Yeah, I would like to see just Sludge Belcher and go in face, but...
Yeah.
You know, playing the Watcher Sun Fury lets you life tap here, so that's kind of the advantage to this play. It's gonna make his hand a little clunkier though. 2 Belchers, Siphon, Emperor, Dr. Boom, just a lot of slow cards. Oh.
Oh, he gets the luck there.
50-50.
Outplayed.
You know, was Emperor of his own.
That is a
tried
great
Emperor,
draw.
Tried Emperor in Handlock, and it didn't seem that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Depends on the list. Once if your list is defensive enough, then you're gonna have the time to slam it, and pretty much Warlock I think is the best deck for it. Overall.
I think that's like exactly the list.
Really?
Yeah.
That might just be anecdotal. Maybe just those games that
It's
wasn't
just
that good.
most of the combos enables are spell combos, and the combos for Warlock are just possible anyway.
Right. Okay.
So it doesn't enable you to do something like ridiculous. It just kind of speeds up the tempo a little bit.
No.
Right. That's fair.
It's like your Giants get out 1 turn quicker or something like that.
I mean, what it is a 6-mana 5/5 that draws you 2 innervates at the end of every turn it's in play. So it's like it's still pretty strong.
Yeah.
Even if it's not letting you Savage Roar them for 30. Sarah Awakens the Dream.
Oh god.
Pretty much the card you want on every single board with that.
Anytime you have more than 6 life, you want your Sarah Awakens, basically.
Oh boy. Does Warrior actually have something here to deal with that? Well, I guess so, yeah. Of course, with that, it just Sarah Awakens.
Looks good enough to me.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Let's do it.
You can even Boomster.
Oh god.
Because to clear Dr. Boom efficiently, you usually like need a BGH or Shadow Flame, and both of those are going to make it so Ysera's still going to dominate and get another Dream.
Yep.
Pretty sick here by Savjz.
God. Well, let's check his life total.
Another
it's
strong
18.
Ysera play from
Good one.
Savjz.
Yeah, so I guess that's
His own Dr. Boom in a big game. Oh man.
I would play Ysera in every deck if I could do this.
I think here you actually have to Boombot into Dr. Boom.
for the execute.
You want to Awakens again?
I think you want to Awakens again.
What about hitting face of Boombots and then... I guess no, you might as well attack it. It doesn't change much.
Well, I guess that would guarantee.
Right. You could just save the Awakens.
I mean, he has execute anyways, so it doesn't really...
Right.
I was thinking of maybe going for the big game, and if it gets really good outcomes, you don't even Awaken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like if that Boombot hits and kills the big game, which is basically what happens every single time ever.
Yeah.
Bam! Oh, what?
Whoa!
That's bugged.
Yeah.
That was a 1. That's not supposed to happen.
I didn't know Boombots could do just 1 damage.
Well, I could not have gone any better. One of those days for Savjz. It's a good time to have one of those days.
Well, he did win the last one of these, right?
I'm surprised he thought about axing. I don't see any advantage of that.
There's extra damage out there.
Yeah, that's the second best one. Pretty unlucky not to get the third Ysera Awakens.
Yeah. I'm glad you noticed.
I think he'll be able to pull this one out despite his unfortunate luck, though. Let's see. You can tap as the Warlock, but does it really help you find anything?
Well, you can't quite clear this. Giant does 8.
I mean, you can tap into Defender, right?
Yeah. So many. Could tap into quite a few cards for that to work.
Or Mortal Coil.
Yeah. If he does tap, though, that gets a little bit scary with possible Grow Mash.
He goes to the biggest board possible.
Alright, setting up to kill you, Sarah. She only will have gotten what 4 dream cards, so that's
Right, the good ones too.
yeah. No laughing sisters here.
Yeah.
When I stopped playing Ysera a while back because on my PC at least, it's not called Ysera, it's called Laughing Mother.
Yep. Just the infinite laughing sister train. I
Yeah.
feel your pain, man.
Just nonstop. I look at my laughing sisters and I ask them, why aren't you Leox? I would prefer Leok here.
Right.
It's still good value.
Yes, it is still good value.
3 mana, 3/5.
Thank you, Crip. It is indeed, yes.
Yeah, I mean the spells are just so much better than the minions late in the game.
Yeah.
So, Nightmare also a solid pickup. It's just spells like when you play Sarah, it's always pretty late in the game. You usually don't need more value once you play your 9 mana card that drew you a card. So you want the spells because they have immediate impact on the board.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
Those are exactly the ones you needed for immediate impact. Is that even enough? I don't think it is.
Nightmare, Ysera. He's even got the axe. Yeah, I mean,
10. Oh, it's enough. It's enough. He's 1 off of lethal. I'm not joking.
really?
Yeah. He's actually 1 off of it.
I wonder.
Shield
Well-
block might do it though.
It's got one.
Yeah, 21. Yeah. Well, what are you going to draw into with shield block?
Cruel task.
Oh yeah, or Gromash actually.
There are 2 Cruel Taskmasters in the deck. Well, maybe the better play is to just Armor Smith and another Belcher.
I think I just shield block first and just see what I get.
Yeah, you may as well.
Like I don't think you're really stressed on the board right now.
No. I don't understand even trading the
Oh,
Belcher
he
at this
just wants
moment.
to Awakens because it's just better. It's just there's no way to lose if you Awaken. I think he's gonna look for lethal first.
No.
But yeah, we're still just gonna see Awakens into Sludge Belcher number 2.
And then another dream card.
Yeah,
So is that 5 dream cards now?
yeah. It'll be after this turn. It'll be up to 5.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
That's a good
You
run.
don't normally see that.
You know, Darson's still paying debts. Armor Smith, tempo.
Yep.
What's he get? Oh, another dream.
Siphon Soul. That'll win it.
It's
That'll win
about
him the
time.
game.
Oh, and he plays a Kazan. Okay.
Actually, the second Siphon Soul, isn't it? I think it is.
No, what did he use the Siphon Soul on before he didn't?
I think he used it on Emperor.
Oh, yeah, you are right. Okay.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh,
that Ysera was pretty good.
yeah. Turns out 2 mana board sweep. Pretty strong card.
A few times over.
Yeah.
With damage to the face.
And don't forget that
It's just
Ysera was
like
on
a fireball
turn
as well, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
All right, so strong first win there for Savjz.
Yeah, it takes a Warrior out of the lineup. So he's got to win with Freeze Mage and Paladin still. Freeze Mage.
What do you pick here as Powder? You're against Freeze Mage Paladin. You just go Warrior to try to pick up a win?
I think his Warrior is a real coin flip because you don't want to give the. Okay, Warrior's going to lose to Paladin and it's going to beat Mage. Will it lose to Paladin? I actually don't know. I think it'll lose to Paladin.
The Warrior deck?
Right.
I guess if he gets his Divine.
I think it's destroyed by. I think yeah, Paladin. Because I know even slower Paladin is really tough for Warrior to beat. But a list like this is just gonna have, like you said, insane Divine favors. So it
Yeah.
should be even harder. So Warrior is just a coin flip, right? You don't want to pick Warrior as Powder. I guess his Mage list is Freeze Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both playing Freeze Mage.
So that's it's gonna be a coin flip if you get Mage, but you're gonna.
Yeah, there's actually some very wild matchups here.
Freeze
We don't know
Mage
what
on
his Warlock
Paladin.
is yet, right? So
Right, but you can assume it's like slower Demon Lock. They're all pretty much not necessarily Twilight Drake lists, but they all play out the same way. Kill some stuff, draw some cards. But yeah, honestly, I'd probably pick Warlock just because it should, in theory, have a chance. Any list of Warlock should have a chance against Freeze Mage and Paladin. So Just has to draw his Hellfires or his, I guess, Mortal Coils against Paladin. That's the matchup I'm not sure on.
All right, he actually chooses Warrior
good one.
here.
Warrior
And it's
against
going to be
Freeze
against
Mage.
Freeze Mage.
Yeah, do we know if... that was ballsy, but it worked out. Do we know if Savjz plays Equality in Paladin? Out of
I
curiosity.
really don't think...
I don't
I've
think so.
seen his list that he
Like,
uses in other places.
Yeah, it's super optimized for minions and Divine Favor.
Yeah.
Equality is a card you have to play.
Right, so I
Sometimes
think Warlock...
recklessly is not going to work.
Yeah, so I think Warlock will beat Paladin if that matchup comes up. All right, well, there's a couple small nuances to this matchup from both sides. For example, playing Armorsmith turn 2 is something almost everyone does, but it opens you up to turn 2 Doomsayer. Not going to happen here. This is historically one of the more lopsided matchups.
Yeah, but with Tarzan, you know, you get, oh, is this fake meat not that good, Crip?
It kind of tastes like meat, but it's kind of like...
Is it vegan worst?
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like super chewy. It's like rubber.
Excellent.
You don't say.
I try to save you guys, so I've been a bit silent here.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been, mentally tackling whether I should put this into my mouth and ingest it.
I'm glad that you gave it a try, and now I know that I don't need to.
It's all right. The taste is fine, It's
just bad texture.
It's just weird. Like you keep chewing at it. Chewy stuff.
I don't know. I'm gonna look for a banana after this. I think that would be better.
Okay.
But anyways, like I was trying to say before this, with a good Tarzan, you can get like 1,000,000 fireballs off Antonidas. Like
That's
I wouldn't
true.
ever expect Tarzan to live 2 turns, but if you have
Yeah,
just
but
the right cards in your hand, maybe you get,
Have we seen Antonidas in Savjz's deck though?
he has to have it. He has to have it. I mean, he was making fun of you for not running it in your Freeze Mage.
Yeah, that could have been mind games.
That's true.
That's a deep, deep mind game. He's playing mind games with the commentators that are going to see.
But yeah, I mean, it's certainly a really powerful card. I played a little bit of Freeze Mage, and I found like I was never using Pyroblast, and Antonidas seemed like a better fit for me.
Yeah.
So it seems fair that it's just a better fit for everyone.
Yeah, Antonidas is in most lists. It's a card you can cut for double Pyro sometimes, which has its advantages, but yeah, usually Antonidas I'd say is better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options here for Savjz. He's thinking about just throwing down Doomsayer, but the odds of it living are pretty low. Dies to every removal spell.
What do you? By the way, you were mentioning before you actually don't like this, the one heal bot in
Right,
Freeze Mage.
yeah. I mean, like I said, that slot can be whatever you want, but I think Healbot's one of the worst options compared to something like a Cone of Cold, which is going to gain you more life, be better against Loatheb, just do everything that Healbot does, but better. There's lots of cute things you can try. Mind Control Tech. All right. Warrior gets in for a bit more.
Yeah.
Armor's up.
I like it. I like that he's armoring like basically every time, like skipping playing cards to do it. I do like that style.
Yeah.
Well, there's that Antonidas.
Every time I cast this matchup, I'm begging the whole time for Warrior to draw Ragnaros so it ends faster.
Yeah, I don't think he has a polymorph in here.
Oh man, Ice Nova there, or Frost Nova.
Yeah, he doesn't want to
I
draw
always
cards.
mess that up. It's always Ice Nova in my mind.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I have cards like that.
Was Ice Nova like an actual ability in World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in most other games.
That's true.
And it's not an ability in StarCraft, man, so I don't know. It's not in Hearthstone either. Those are the 2 games I play.
Oh, that's a pretty big scientist.
I think you want to wiggle him a little bit.
There we go.
Whoa! Did you just make him play that?
It's Archon mode for Hearthstone.
I feel like the out of control Armorsmith is really like the worst thing imaginable for Freeze Mage.
Hard
Yeah,
round mode
like-
is then I decide who wins and who loses the tournament, or is that like a thing in StarCraft?
It's a thing in StarCraft. Just get released.
Oh, that's cool.
That's all right.
That's a pretty good despite.
My God.
Yeah, it really is. I want to see him actually drop like maybe the Harrison or something, and just
I would play another creature.
yeah.
I think Shield Maiden's fine.
I think Harrison is like no. Actually, Shield Maiden is fine. You're right. That's actually a better one. Uses your mana a bit more efficiently. It doesn't really matter when that comes out compared to Harrison.
This matchup was like pretty rough for Freeze Mage before GVG came out, but then Shield Maiden just made it so much harder. On top of what it already was.
Yeah, it already felt.
This
pretty
is just
free.
like the max turtle game.
Yep.
Look at this armor. Oh my god.
I'm excited to see what Emperor can do, though.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
mean-
have to do a lot.
Look, if he holds his cards just right, he's got Ice Lance and Frostbolt already in his hand. If he gets like a second Frostbolt and a second Ice Lance, how much damage is that? That's insane.
Right, yeah.
Because on one turn, he's allowed to. I mean, he'll be able to play so many spells.
But you also need the time to play all the fireballs you get.
Yeah.
For example, cards like Rag or just Grommash put you under a ton of pressure. Dr. Boom as well. One of the best cards against Freeze Mage.
Oh, yeah. That always gives me a headache.
What to do?
The end is coming!
Yeah, right.
Well,
Incoming Colossal Shield Slam.
the end is coming for
That was
Doomsayer.
Never going to happen.
What to do? What to do?
Actually, I think you Dr. Boom and Shield Slam.
Yeah.
I think the extra creatures on the board make it so you gain such a ridiculous amount of armor that you just can't lose at that point. You probably can't lose at
I
this
think,
point either, but that's
I
just
think
like
we're almost there
astronomically
already.
out of range.
Right, yeah.
There should be a limit to armor, I think. Should like turn around once
Was that
it's
a
100
2 armor
armor
donation?
I think it was. Just trying to help Take TV hit that goal.
Do they get one of that armor?
One of the armor gets added to the prize pool, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess he was sent up for the sheep.
He's going to Shield Maiden. I mean, what's Flame Strike going to do? Gain him 10 more armor? Alright, Belcher's fine. It's probably a little better than Shield Maiden.
The Dr. Boom that could have been.
I'm just excited about how high this armor is going to get this game.
Yeah, I want to say it's like a 128-bit limit or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't think it's actually a fair matchup. Like right now, it's 2v1.
Pretty much.
I bring
Oh, God.
Alexstrasza, the people's champion, making the matchup end faster.
Yeah, but what if the mage plays Alexstrasza now?
Oh,
Who cares?
That'll get him. Warrior could have Alexstrasza himself there and won the game handily. It's like, there's Emperor. I feel like you got a mulligan for that card and Arcane Intellects and just slam it turn 6, and then Warrior needs to not have the removal.
Well, that last part is never going to happen.
Exactly.
Right? So,
Thing is, like, you need the Frostbolt. You can't Frostbolt 5/3. You just can't.
Right.
yeah. You mean Ice Lance?
I mean Frostbolt.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you meant about freezing this, the 8/8 to try to stop getting procced.
I think Ice Lance on A8 is maybe okay.
What's your plan for winning here? Then? Let's see.
Oh no, we're just seeing how long we can draw the game.
All right,
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Silly me.
Plan for winning is you reach across the table and
Protect an owl.
unplug Savjz computer.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't go with it though.
Yeah, it would stop him from armoring. Don't want to fall too low on
That's
life
true.
there.
That's true. The thing is, if you did that, Flame Strike would have killed the mage probably.
Right.
That actually happened earlier to us.
Oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
kind of recovered, and then it turns out Dr. Boom does 6 damage when you Flame Strike him to death. And then Ice Block doesn't work.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that play.
Well, you know what?
Bit
I
of a
think
misplay.
he
Could've
could have
one-matched.
gotten a big chunk of the armor
yeah,
gone
he
if
could
he
have
had stayed in the
almost
game.
for the Pyroblast.
Yeah.
He could have gotten him down to like 10 armor.
Yeah.
You know, if he stayed in there and try-harded. I'm glad he didn't, though. That was super one-sided. So, okay, so that means that right now we have Powder with a Warrior win. We have Savjz with the Warrior win.
All right. Well, we're doing well so
That's
far.
right.
Yeah.
So it's got Mage
So we're done seeing
Warlock.
armor up.
Yeah. Powder's got Freeze Mage and Warlock against Savjz with
Freeze Mage and Pally.
and Pally. Okay.
Ooh, let's see Freeze Mage versus Freeze Mage. There's nothing more that I like
Yeah,
than
but-
watching Freeze Mages just blizzard empty boards against each other.
I mean, when you look at the Paladin Warlock, though, I feel like the Warlock has like such an easy time in that game if you just draw okay.
You might be right about that. It's weird because the standard Paladin decks, the mid-range ones that play one Equality and like one Owl, are actually heavily favored
Yeah.
against like every mid-range Warlock. But Hobgoblin Paladin, I would be very hesitant to say it's favored against anything without having played it a lot. So I guess I gotta give the edge to Warlock too.
Well, if it takes the game here, we'll never know.
Hobgoblin, we got a plan.
That plan might work. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Freeze Mage isn't.
I think I'd melee the whole thing. I think you want Divine Favor. Divine Favor just like.
Is that even good? Do you lose to running out of cards?
Yeah, I mean, you could play Fatigue here instead of anything else, but
I think Hobgoblin's your best chance of winning because you just make things that are outside of Flame Strike range and hope that the Mage doesn't have Frostbolts and stuff because they're not going to keep those early. So you just go Hobgoblin. And
you don't think
yeah.
that you would keep a Frostbolt here in your opening hand as Freeze Mage against... You know what this is as far as
Oh, wow.
powers
Look
go.
at that hand.
Maybe.
Holy cow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a really good Freeze Mage hand.
And it's really Paladin needs all the help they can get.
It's tough. You really wanted to coin a 2-drop there, but all of them are still weak. There we go. Wisp. That'll get him. Get him for one. Stone Tusk Boar. We're in, boys. Come on.
Well, Stone Tusk Boar would actually be 2 here because of Night Juggler.
You couldn't play it.
Yep.
Oh, God, you're right.
You can play as many wisps as you want on this amount of mana, but not even one board.
And that's why every deck needs Tarzan.
Yep.
Well, I think you... Well, this is tough. Playing Doomsayer would just...
Soak 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's too easy to kill. I think you want it to go off, especially considering you already have Frost Nova.
Yeah.
So. Personally, I think I would have played Frostbolt there.
Oh my god. That is the best Mukla ever.
Yes, it is. The dream.
Oh, the knife misses? What?
So unlucky.
It's a travesty.
Freeze Mage is having a really bad time so far.
Yeah.
That Mukla is so big, though.
Yeah. Getting hit by monkeys.
Because those
and
bananas
warrior.
are just absolute garbage.
Yeah.
You could banana up that Doomsayer. Make him a 2/9.
I remember back in beta, Rekful would play this Miracle Rogue deck with Doomsayers. So they would silence the Doomsayers, and then you cold blood them.
Oh, sick. I like that.
Oh, Jeeves.
Wow.
Is that the play? I would Jeeves.
I think I like the hammer. It's more aggressive.
And, well, it makes the Mukla a lot harder to get rid of now. And then as long as he draws a 1-drop next turn, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Well, at least he can use that Doomsayer now. You know, I always get stressed in Observer mode because the enemy turn button goes way before.
Right.
So I'm like, no, you gotta... Oh, okay.
That's a pretty good draw.
Pretty good draw. Yeah. 6 cards, 3 mana.
It's all right.
That'll do.
I need an owl in one of those. Then we'll make it a really, really good draw.
Does he play that?
Who cares?
I don't know.
Oh, they didn't get it here.
Well, that went from like the Paladin winning by a lot to the Mage, surviving and possibly turning the game around to
Right.
oh god, yeah, no chance again.
I mean, that's it's just the strength of holding Doomsayer when you have that when you have the Frost Nova for it. Because this Paladin deck doesn't seem like it plays ways to interact with it. There's no equality. There's no silence, at least that we've seen. It's gonna get him.
Juggle time. Overdraw is possible, I believe, yes. If you fully ping down every creature on the board, you will mill one card.
Wouldn't that just be sick?
Yeah, it would.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, the dream is
Can't happen
gone.
anymore.
No, it's not. There's still a bit of hope.
Oh yeah, if you weapon down the 1/1,
Yeah.
you'd have to weapon down the 1/1 though. I don't like that play.
I don't think you have to weapon down the 1/1.
Yeah, you do. To mill. You have to force him to draw 4, so his. No, that stops.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I think you hit face here.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, let's see if Mage gets Blizzard here.
Nope.
What to do? What to do?
So there's an Ice Block Doomsayer setup, but you're just going to be dying to weapons. That ends up happening.
Oh, look, he's got all of his card draw in his hand. Now, this is the problem that I have with this deck, actually, is that just like Doom Guards, Jeeves travel in pairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's...
Doesn't seem to make that much of a difference this game, though. I think we have to interact with the board every now and then. We have to
Oh, do we?
move the mouse and stuff.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I think.
Can you go get
catapult
your
thing.
mouse that just automatically moves on
No,
its own?
let me help you. There you go.
What to do?
Oh,
Excellent.
Here's another one.
What to do?
Broke the well. You don't have
That,
to say
that,
Crip.
that game board needs a rework.
Yeah, Griffin got nerfed.
Dude, why
Yeah,
isn't
it
the
did.
Black Rock Mountain game board available in this yet?
It's a great question.
Why would they're making us wait till the end?
I guess.
Seems kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
Yeah.
No, it's a really good one, man.
No, it's a very good board, but I mean, I don't know what it all does yet because it takes
you have
30
to
minutes
pay
to
the
beat the
full 5 wings to get the game board, of course.
I think that's silly. I think it should be out already.
No, man, you just don't know how business works.
I think with Nax it was out right away, right?
Yeah, it was out right away.
Yeah, but the next music came a year later.
The Nax music?
Yeah.
Is there Nax music?
There is now.
Oh, I never even noticed.
Yeah, if you get the next, what are they called? Boards? Yeah, you get some next music going on in the background.
It's good to know.
Oh man, it's going for the overdraw.
You know what this is? You know what's great about this is we get to watch Freeze Mage versus Freeze Mage then, right?
Let me think.
Yeah. If Paladin ends up taking it.
It looks like that to me.
Well,
Oh God.
is that good?
Value.
If so why?
Move quickly.
Oh, there is Owl. Alright, so we got ways to deal with Doomsayer.
All right.
One life with a Leper Gnome being in play. It's kind of the dream.
My hand is too full. My hand is
God,
too
I
full.
can't think of the.
So wrecked.
Yeah.
It's Tyrannosaurus level.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Fireball, Leper Gnome. Oh, God.
That was a good way to do it. I think I would have probably flame striked there, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Mixing up a bit.
yeah.
All right, well, Savjz is up. Savjz is on his last deck, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. Very different from before. So it'll be
The
Savjz Mage going up against either Mage or Warlock.
Mm-hmm. And I think,
I think we'll see the
that's an
Mage.
even matchup and a good matchup in my book. I think Freeze Mage is good against Handlock, especially the classic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be. It can go either way, though. If
They get a couple good owls or something.
Right, Classic Handlock can just draw a double Mountain Giant, and those games are actually pretty good from the Warlock. Because you have to freeze every turn, starting turn 4, or you're taking 8. That's a big
And
deal.
he has a lot of life gain in that, right? That was the one with 2 heal bonds.
One thing that really carried the Classic Warlock in that matchup is Ragnaros, and I think that's one of the cards that may have been cut.
Right, yeah. The card used to be pretty uncommon back in the day, but it's definitely good in this matchup. Combo is also very helpful, I think, too. Just being able to capitalize on getting that early Mountain Giant damage is nice. But yeah, I think the 2 heal bots are like the biggest change. And that's definitely going to help the Handlock out. Also, Lothar being pretty standard. Also a very important card. So.
All right. Oh, still quite a bit of game left.
Yep.
Mountain Giant into Lothar, actually. That's like a lot of... I can't actually count that high, how much damage that is.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like, at least 8 once,
at least
right?
8, yeah.
Well,
so it could be 8 up to like a very wide
21.
range. 21,
It's going to be 8, and then the 8 plus the 5.
Grip here.
Well, I mean, if you froze it the turn it came out, right? Then,
right, yeah.
Then that would be, I guess, 13.
Whoa.
13 that it would be done.
Nice.
Yeah.
You did it, buddy.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It is going to be Warlock versus Freeze Mage.
Darn.
Good hand here for Mage. Anytime you have coin, Scientist, Loot Hoarder, it's just a dream. That's going to help him actually kill the first threat from the Warlock, too. You know, 1 Frostbolt, and you can take out Mountain Giant with that hand.
Ah. Yeah, see, that's such a funny way that it mulligans when you're watching. Just kind of like, it shuffles the cards back in.
There's a Molten. There's a Hellfire that's going to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of the dream hand from Mage, and a pretty terrible hand from Warlock so far.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on there.
But anything can change with hero power. Now you got to tap. He would have had a really tough decision there if he didn't draw Mountain Giant about whether he wanted to tap or play Owl. But yeah.
Tappy tappy.
Might even see Hellfire here if that Acolyte gets played. So we'll see if Mage wants to play around it.
Oh, wow.
Let the pain speak to me.
Right, Acolyte down. So
this might swing pretty quickly.
Yeah, it definitely could. Because, I mean, he's got like a bunch of big minions that are going to be popping out rather quickly.
Oh, God. How do you lose this as a mage, though?
Well, from this point, it's tough. Because that's
so much freezing. That's so much
such a
damage
good
now with
opening.
Antonitis, yeah.
Maybe you just play Sludge Belcher to prevent some damage.
Really? I think I just take it. Tap, Mountain. Bam. Molten's coming out next turn.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
I just don't know how you win. Like, you stall the game with Belcher, but the more you stall, the more spells the mage gets.
Yeah.
You need, like, one of those crazy turns.
All right, we just don't want to take the 2. Like, you want him to have as many cards as possible to kill you. So 2 life does matter when you take Healbot into account. But yeah, he's just going to put as much pressure on as possible. I like just Mountain Giant, Ancient Watcher here. Seems pretty good. But Watcher in the middle.
So many possibilities.
I'm not a fan of this. You didn't need more cards.
If you were going to do this, why not just do it last turn?
Right.
That's my only
What do you be
criticism.
digging for exactly?
That other Healbot, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I
Boom
guess.
is good, but it's not like... You didn't need it. You had other good plays here. If he played Watcher, he could go like Drake Owl. But I guess the idea is you want
Is
to
he
play
dead to
Molten.
Fireball? No, he's 1 off. No, if he draws Fireball next turn.
Right. This is where some tough math.
Oh, I don't think you
Has
can
to
see
be
that
done.
coming.
I mean, I think that Freeze Mage, everyone knows everyone's list within 2 cards. So
Yeah.
I think you can kind of see it coming.
I don't think you do, though. I don't think you just don't bother.
Well, you and I don't bother, but that's why we're on the casting couch the whole weekend.
Like, you got to win. Like, you have to play. You have to play the Drake into the Molten.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would play that as well.
He has so much healing, though.
But the tap the turn before, I think, was the questionable part. Rather than what he should do this turn.
He actually wants to Siphon Soul his Belcher, I believe. Which
There's no way that would be the play.
Yeah.
I think he's just bluffing.
Well, if he does that, it's because he still wants to play the Molten more quickly or something, but it doesn't. I don't like that at all. I would say you just play the Twilight Molten and just hope. Cross your fingers. Siphon Soul his own hero. Would that bring him to 0 or would that bring him to 3? Do you gain the life before you die? That's the question.
You should watch it. Pretty big misplay here. Should have Siphon Sold face.
Now, Ice Block would have procced at 27 then.
Did he just...
Oh, yeah.
No, he attacked. Okay. See, I see Mountain Judge. This is why it's so strong. It forces the Freeze Mage player to start. It forces them to have the freezes, but it kind of forces them to play them every turn, even when it's not convenient. Or else they get punished pretty hard. But dodging Fireball here is not really a priority because of that heal bot play. It's pretty defensive, but I like it. I mean, that's such a good follow-up here. Just play the second Giant and a Drake.
Yeah.
Well, the Drake first. Because the thing is, if you play the Giant first, you can't play the Drake because then you look dumb.
Yep. I don't know.
I think it's the opposite of that, Artos.
Huh? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Oh, I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, no,
I just know there's one really bad way to play out that turn.
Right,
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's exactly the opposite. I'm like, no, he has the coin. He just
So
coins
he
it out.
actually tapped again instead of playing Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. He has to be looking for the other heal bot.
Right. I mean, the Owls are good, too.
Yeah, actually, these two Owls are pretty sick.
I think defend... Oh, my
God.
God. That'll do.
Yeah.
I think Siphon Soul's decent here, actually.
No. You Lotheb double Owl.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe single Owl, Dark Bomb.
I don't like Lotheb, but like with Ice Block up, I just don't like Lotheb.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, Powder likes Life Tap.
Yeah,
That's
he
for
likes
sure.
to draw cards.
Alright, he is going to go with it.
It's from God.
Huh?
God said, "Hi, Mom."
Oh, jeez. Was that Lotheb play like the one thing he should not have done in this game?
I think so.
It seems to me like that was just premature. If you just wait until they have to play Ice Block, then you just kill them no matter what because they can't freeze plus Ice Block.
Right. I mean, there are some exceptions, but this is not one of them.
Oh, wow. That is pretty strong, actually. I think you just waste as much stuff as you can because next turn you're going to do Antonitus, Ice Block, Frostbolt face, Ice Lance face. Speaking of...
Yeah, Tarzan's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Card is pretty insane when you get a hand like this, but I mean, that opening from Freeze Mage is a big part of why it has these cards at the right time. So this doesn't always happen, but it's definitely the dream.
Shields up!
And the thing is, I think the only way to... Actually, no, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. He just filled the board.
What do you mean? It's. I mean, you Siphon Soul this 07,
Oh, you Siphon
right?
Soul. Okay, yeah.
And then, yeah, proc him. What's up?
I think Powder's keeping Alexstrasza in mind, which is why he's okay with playing with all of his extra life above 15. It's a big part of why he's tapping so much.
Yeah.
But no, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, you can't play anything now. You've lost 100%.
Oh, because you can't unfreeze your guys?
Right.
Yeah, but he has a Dark Bomb in hand.
No, it doesn't. Like, you can't heal.
What to do?
Like, the Anti-Ice combo, you can't do anything. He has to, like... I think he has to Dark Bomb his own creature and top deck anti-Keelbot to stay alive. Because you can't play Jiraxis, for instance.
No, I know that, but...
Yeah.
Savjz is 1 damage off lethal here.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. 3, 3, 4... Yeah, 1 damage.
Yeah.
I think you go for the Antonitis play.
I agree. Yeah, Antonitis Ice Block just really strong.
What to do?
I don't know.
Wait, it just... I've actually never seen this. If you drop Antonitis and, like, go Frostbolt the Warlock face, and then he were to play Jiraxis, could he attack you?
Hold on,
so.
is he
It's a new
fishing?
minion.
Is he fishing for lethal here?
No, this is right, because Savjz drew the Frost Nova, he knows that
What to do?
playing Frost Nova would basically stop the Warlock from playing any dudes next turn. So if you Ice Block Nova and just like throw some burn at the face, I guess it... Yeah, Frostbolt ping face. Now you still have lethal next turn, plus you kind of stop healing this way. So I think Mortal Coil is the best draw from Warlock. It would let him Jiraxis.
Have we seen Mortal Coil yet from his deck? I don't think so.
No, he might have cut it.
Yeah.
Maybe with the
Well,
intention.
he has Shadow Flame. He can
Right.
use that.
I mean, he can proc the Ice Block here, but it's not... It's not going to do it. Is this the Warlock list we saw that has Kezin in it?
No, I don't think so. Wasn't it
That
the
would
last
explain
match?
the tapping.
Like, if you do this, you...
Right, well, last match Powder was playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And in fact, yeah, the other guy was actually Vortex was playing.
You have to
Mech
Dark
Mage,
Bomb
right?
your
So it
minion.
has to be this one.
You have to Dark Bomb your minion and draw a heal.
Right, he doesn't know that, though. He might just take the risk.
Yeah.
That's a pretty perfect hand from Savjz, though. Like, you know, either the Frostbolts or the Ice Lance could be in the bottom of the deck. There could not be the Antonitis. I guess at this point, the Antonitis is not relevant. But yeah, you know, 7 cards in hand. I guess you can expect to be dead. So maybe you go for the Dark Bomb play.
But wouldn't you Dark Bomb your own guy, life tap, and then if you really need to proc, you can Iron Beak one of your guys?
Right, he's just going to take this play. Hope that Mage doesn't have lethal.
Oh, top deck Fireball, please play it. So ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Tarzan's pretty good in freeze
That was
mage.
19 on 9 mana.
It was, yeah. He had lethal without it, like without Tarzan, but still strong.
Wow.
All right, well, Freeze Mage gets its first win, and that's going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Savjz is